Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm coming at you with a really exciting secret TBR video that I've been planning for a little while. So for this video, I'm going to be reading like one of my favorite booktubers, and that is Kaylin from Kaylin Abridged. I love Kaylin and her aesthetic. I feel like I haven't like ventured too much into what she loves to read, which is like high fantasy, like very ambiance type, very setting focused type of fantasy books, and also some middle grade. So I feel like I haven't ventured too much into that, so I really wanted to try some of her favorite books. So for this video, I'm going to be reading 4 of Kaylin's favorite books that I've gotten from like her favorite books of the year type of videos, and I'm hoping to do a couple other things that Kaylin has done in some of her reading vlogs. So like she likes to go on picnics, and I'm going to be trying to do some recreations of her Instagram photos, and she also loves baking, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about like how Kaylin has influenced like my life, because she really has in many ways. So yeah, I watched one of her more recent reading vlogs, and she was baking like this peanut butter, I think it was like, no, it wasn't peanut butter, it was like pumpkin brownie or something like that, and that like made me want to bake, and I started looking up recipes, and I'm going to be baking for sure during this reading vlog. I don't know if I'll be able to go on a picnic because I live in Cleveland, Ohio, and it is currently March, so it's like 20 degrees outside. So hopefully we have like a random nice day and I'm able to go on a picnic. But yeah, as well, I do want to talk about Kaylin's video. She posted one recently about her cozy setup, and she talked a lot about how her setup for like her desktop and her office area really helps her with like her mental health and productivity. And I want to talk about how that video literally made me like want to redecorate my room, and it has literally changed like how productive I am and loving being in my room, because it used to be so cluttered before that I didn't really like my room and the vibes, and now I love it and I redecorated it because of that video that I watch of hers. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about my setup and everything. But yeah, let me talk about real quick the 4 books that I want to read for this reading vlog. Like I said, I'll be doing all of those activities and all of that. So the first book that I want to read, that it's one of Kaylin's favorites, is Spinning Silver by Naomi Novik. I'm really excited. I've never read a Naomi Novik before because these books kind of intimidate me. At this point in time, I've actually started this book and I'm really enjoying it so far. I won't say too much, but this one is a Rumpelstiltskin retelling, and so far I've been reading it, and it's mainly from the point of view of these 2 young women, Miriam and Wanda, and I'm really liking this book. The setting and the ambiance of the book, it's really hitting different. The next book that I want to read is A Silent Voice. I believe this is a manga, and also Kaylin loves to read graphic novels that are super cute, so I'm really excited because that's usually what I like to read when it comes to graphic novels as well, like cutesy type of stories. I don't really like the comic book type unless it's saga, so I'm really excited to read this one. This is a manga. I don't really know much else about it, and I'll probably be borrowing this from the library. The third book that I want to read for this reading vlog is Nevermoor, The Trials of Morrigan Crow. Like I said, Kaylin likes to read a lot of middle grade, and this was obviously one of her favorite books. I don't remember what year she read this, but it was in one of her videos, and I'm really excited because I've been reading a lot of middle grade recently, and I've been really enjoying it. So I think I'm gonna love this book. I think the last middle grade that I read was The School for Good and Evil, and I really loved it. I'm not too sure if Kaylin has read that one, but it was a really good one. And this one mainly, I won't go into too much detail because I'll talk about it later on, but it's basically about this girl, and I believe her name's Morrigan Crow, maybe? Yeah, her name's Morrigan, and I guess she was born in like the unluckiest day of her town, so everything that goes wrong in their town she is blamed for. And then one day this person just comes in and like sweeps her off her feet and takes her to a new land called Nevermoor, and she has to go through some trials and stuff. I believe it's kind of like a magical school, and I'm really excited to read this and get into this world. And the last book that I want to read, I wanted to do 2 graphic novels and then 2 actual novels, and the other graphic novel that I want to read is Séance Tea Party. I forget the author's name, I'm sorry. And as well, I will be borrowing this one from the library. It looks super cute and it'll be a really quick read. So yeah, those are the 4 books that I'm planning on reading for the secret TBR. I've been so pumped to read all of these books, and I'm so excited for this video and doing all of the activities, and I hope that you all enjoy. I'm actually dressed like this right now because I'm going to be recreating one of Kaylin's pictures from her Instagram, and my boyfriend's gonna come help me and it's gonna be a good time. Alright, hello. It is the same day as I filmed the intro, but I did talk about how I want to talk about my room and my decor and my setup now for work. So I don't remember how long ago she posted it, but Kaylin posted a cozy office setup for her desktop and stuff, and she talked a lot about the fact that her environment and her room really affected her like mental health and productivity, and these were the things that she did in order to have like a cozy type of setup that made her more productive, and you know, she just felt happier in her room. And I didn't know how much like my room and the space that I worked in like affected me until I did this. So if you've been kind of like struggling and stuff, it could always be like your environment and your room and how clean or how aesthetic your space is. So I bought a whole bunch of things from TJ Maxx. I think, again, I don't remember very well when I did this. It might have been like late summer of last year, but I started redecorating my room slowly but surely. I didn't do everything at once, but yeah. So I used to have like these really beat up ugly desk. It was like black and it was like all scratched and it was ugly, and it didn't really match my room because my room is mostly like browns and creams and oranges. It's very fall type. There's also some greens from like the plants that I have in here, but I had this really ugly desk. It was black and I literally never used it. I only ever had like a whole bunch of like papers, and whatever I didn't have a spot for, I would just throw it on my desk. And once I got rid of that, like I got rid of that desk and like my whole room completely changed. So that desk actually used to be behind me, and this bookshelf used to be here where my desk is now. So I have a pretty small room, and I actually started with a couple of accents. So my room used to be blue and turquoise and yellow, and I completely changed like the color palette in my room. So now it's a whole bunch of creams and whites and oranges and like greens. So it's very fall like, and I think for my room that's like perfect because I love the fall, and right now it's springtime, but in my room it's always fall. So I actually started with putting a little basket on the floor with some blankets that match the color palette in my room, and I also have this huge like standing mirror in my room as well, and I've been putting plants in my room everywhere. I have fake plants, and then I usually have like actual flowers in my room, but at the moment they're all dead, so I just literally threw them out before I started filming this clip. But usually I also have like flowers. So first up on my desk, I actually got this little white desk. It's a mini desk. It's usually used for like dorm rooms, but I bought it for my room because I have a smaller room, so I couldn't fit in here like a really big desk. And I loved the white because it matches my vanity, and I started getting like little accents like the mouse pad and the actual mouse, and they have like colors that match my room, like yellows and little pinks. I got these like wood coasters that are on my desk and on my bookshelf, and in my room now at all times I have at least like 2 to 3 candles. Right now I have 2, well no, I have 3. I have a pink apple punch, I have a strawberry pound cake, and I also have a pumpkin pecan waffles candle, and I usually buy mine from TJ Maxx. I actually have 2 right now that are from Bath and Body Works, but that's because my boyfriend bought them for me. I did not buy those myself. Also my boyfriend has been getting me like little accents for my room, so like you can't really see it very well for over there. There's like a little tiger, and he is brown and yellow, and it completely matches my room. And like even having like pillows or plushies or whatever you want to get for your room that matches the color palette, it really brings it together. Like you'll see in those clips, like my little plushie, it's yellow and brown, and you'll see like this little bird, he's orange and brown, so like everything matches. And then also my boyfriend bought this for me. I forget where he was. I think he was in Florida, and he bought me this little like peace and love thing, and that's actually like an inside joke, but it's also orange, so like it matches my room. So on my desk as well, I obviously at all times have my laptop, and I usually have a little to-do list, and like I said, my candles almost all the time lit up there. I usually have like a water and a coffee while I'm working on my desk. I usually also have my new headphones, or just any headphones. I actually just got these noise canceling headphones, so they're mostly on my desk. I have a little holder with pens and highlighters and scissors and all of that stuff that you would usually find on a desk. And usually also on my desk is my Kindle, and it has this really cute cover that I got for my birthday from Cami from over at Borrows and Books, that she got it for my birthday. It's a little Nevermoor cover. You will also see that I have a little shelf where I keep all of my jewelry, and there's also like a little green fake plant that I got at TJ Maxx. Those are usually really cheap at TJ Maxx, like 8 to 10 bucks, and then little Enrique is on there too, and he matches the room. I also have a TBR cart, and that's also white. I usually tried to keep all of my like furniture, like my desk and my vanity, white. The only thing that's not white in my room that I do want to change in the future is my bookshelf. That is black, and I have 2 black ones, and I do want to change that in the future. I've thought about painting them like spray painting, but I haven't gone there yet. But that's the one thing that I do want to change in the future, is my bookshelves to white. But like I was saying, I do have a little TBR cart, and it has some flowers like off the side of it, and it also has some like little fairy lights. I'm looking at everything as I'm describing it, because yeah. Also, I forgot to mention, I'm sure there's a clip on there, but I also bought a chair, literally the chair that I'm sitting on right now, and it's like leather and it's brown, which again matches the whole like color palette. So yeah, and I actually now, like before, I had like a actual desk chair and a big desk, and they were both black, but they were like really worn down, and I never ever sat on my desk to work. Like it was literally just there to put like crap on it, to be honest. I never sat on my desk, never did anything on it, and now I even have a smaller one and not an actual desk chair, and I sit here every morning to work. And then moving on to my bed, I'm gonna be looking back to kind of describe well what I'm seeing. But I bought the new set, so my comforter is like white and cream, and it has a little bit of color. It has very tiny red dots. You can't even see them that well, but it's mostly cream and like dark brown and gray. I have a whole bunch of pillows. Some of my pillows have pumpkins, and they're also orange. And as you can see, I have little his name's Nuggy, like a chicken nugget. I have a little Nuggy who is a tiger on my bed as well, and he's yellow and brown. And then I have that little white pillow that you kind of put on your back. I actually tend to do a lot of lives and even work sometimes when I'm not feeling as well. Like if I feel really tired, sometimes I'll work from bed, so that pillow really helps like my back and all of that. And last but not least, I'm gonna have to really look back that way to look at my shelves and everything, but I have my bookshelves that I changed the location of. I also bought a rug that matches my comforter and all of that, and I bought a floor pillow that it's orange, and I usually have been sitting there for lives and everything, so the background is my bookshelves. And I also have been filming a lot in that location, because obviously I have my little floor pillow so I can sit there and film. And then on my bookshelves, I have a whole bunch of fake plants. I always have a candle, and I bought these stands because I bought something for my boyfriend for Christmas. It was like a picture, and he needed a stand for it, so there was an extra one, and he gave it to me so I can put on display a book like at all times. I also have one of my wood coasters on there. They look like this. I think I got like a pack of these on Amazon for like 20, not 20, it was $20 for like 5 of these. So I also have some wood coasters on my bookshelves, and I have some bookmarks and old mugs and stuff. And last but not least, you can't see very well, and I didn't even take a clip of it, but there's this like map thing that obviously matches my room and the color palette and all of that. So yeah, those were some of the little things that I did in my room, and I absolutely love my room now. There's a couple of things that I do want to change. Like my vanity is a mess, and I need to buy things in order to like organize everything. Yeah, ever since watching Kaylin's video, I was like, that actually makes a lot of sense, like where you work in your environment and everything, and how it's presented in everything. It really affects my productivity and like even my mental health. Like I really relate a lot to Kaylin in that way. So that's one of the ways that she has influenced my life like heavily. Like if I hadn't done any of this, like I would still be working on my bed very depressed. But yeah, I feel like getting my room together really made me more organized, and I feel a lot more productive like every day. Yeah, I really wanted to talk about that aspect of a way that Kaylin has like influenced my life from her videos. Again, I'll come back and do other activities and give you a reading update later on. This clip was way too long. Good morning. I am in my car. It is currently 10 a.m. and I am a half hour early to my nail appointment. Listen, look at this. I need a fill like ASAP. So this morning I actually woke up pretty early, around 7, and I edited a video, I uploaded another video, and then I went to Walmart because I'm going to be baking tonight. I'll talk a little bit more about like the recipe and everything that I'm making later on. But my boyfriend just surprised me and he sent me like a Venmo, and he's basically paying for my nail, so thank you, because I know he's watching this. I also got a coffee, and then I did have to go to Walmart because I needed like 2 things. I needed almonds and cocoa powder for the recipe, and then I saw these pretty flowers, so I got some flowers for me because like I said in the decor section of this video that I didn't have any flowers because they were all dead currently in my room, so I bought some flowers for me. And that's basically the update. I'm gonna get my nails done. I might try to read a graphic novel. I'm gonna start one of them like right now while I'm waiting in the car for a half hour. I might start one of the graphic novels. But that's the update. Cami is going live tonight, so I'm hoping to read a lot tonight during her reading sprints, and I'll catch you later. Hello friends, I am in the kitchen because I'm going to start baking. Today I'm going to try a new recipe. It is a chocolate and peanut butter banana bread. It's like a healthier option. I have done some cookies before, which I did last time when I watched Kaylin's video. I did these cookies and they were really good. But I wanted to try something different, so I'm gonna try this out. Hopefully it comes out good. Also, I got my nails done and they look so cute and I love them. They're green. But yeah, I'm gonna start taking everything out and baking. friends, so I am in bed and I am watching Cami and Sav on a live right now doing reading sprints, so I'm going to sit down and read Spinning Silver, continue this, and also continue A Silent Voice because I actually started it while I was waiting to get my nails done. Also, I was on my way to the library today to go return a book, and I got a notification that Kaylin uploaded a book haul, so I'm about to watch that. I'm so excited because I've missed her videos. She hadn't posted in about 2 months or so, and she just uploaded a book haul, and it's like literally perfect timing because I am filming this video. Y'all, this wasn't planned. I'm gonna put Kaylin's volume a little lower, but this wasn't planned. But I'm watching Kaylin's video and our nails. I have like, I already showed it. Hold on, the lighting is horrible now. I have the little like French tip with green, and her nails are also like French. I don't think they're green, but I think they're black, but we literally have the same nails. This wasn't planned. Hi friends, I am in bed still watching Cami and Sav live reading sprints, and I wanted to say that I did continue Spinning Silver. I only read about 2 chapters, and then I continued A Silent Voice Volume 1, and it was a super quick read. I obviously just finished it, and I just went on Goodreads and gave it a 5 out of 5 stars, which is really surprising because I usually don't give manga like a really, not a high rating, but mostly I always give graphic novels and like manga about 4 stars is like my highest rating, but I really enjoyed this one. I feel like this is the first time that I've ever read a manga, and I was like, I already went on my library app and already requested the second one, and I'm definitely going to continue this series because I really liked it. So I didn't say much about what this graphic novel was about, but basically A Silent Voice follows our 2 main characters. So they're both in about 6th grade, 5th or 6th grade. They're in middle school, and the young girl, she is deaf. I think her name was like Shoyo or something. I forgot already her name, but she is deaf, and she moves around from schools a lot because she's constantly bullied. And then the second main character, who is a boy, he is the one mainly in this volume like heavily bullying her. Like from the first volume, nothing really happened, but it looks like it's going to be like an enemies to lovers, and I feel kind of conflicted about it because like this boy is so mean to her and she's so nice, and it just like, not only him but like all of the classmates were like so terrible to her, and the fact that they just didn't even want to learn like sign language or anything was really infuriating to me because I actually took American Sign Language for like a year in high school and then for 2 years in college, so I learned a lot of sign language and a lot about deaf culture, and the way that these people talk about her and like her, and they wouldn't even try to learn sign language, it like really pissed me off. So that's why I feel kind of conflicted about the fact that this is probably going to be a romance in future volumes, but like I'm kind of here for it because it's cute, but I hope that he learns a lot from his mistakes and actually like makes an effort to try to learn sign language and all of that. But yeah, I do think it's really cute, and I can't wait to see what happens next. So obviously I really enjoyed it. Give it 5 out of 5. I'm gonna continue Spinning Silver now. I hope that they do another sprint because they've been live for a little while, so yeah. Hi friends, here is my outfit for tonight. I am about to go out for dinner for Mexican food, tacos, and then my boyfriend and I are going to this open mic event. I haven't read too much today. I think I only read a chapter of Spinning Silver. Really enjoying it, although it's taking me a bit to get into it. I feel like it's kind of a longer book. It's almost 500 pages long, so it looks like I have to read at least like 200 pages to really get into it. I feel like so far it's been a lot of world building and getting to know all of the characters, and I feel like now things are happening in order to get the plot moving. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it, and I really love this dress, by the way. I feel like I've been dressing kind of like Kaylin esque for this video, so I feel like this is a dress that Kaylin might wear. Also, I DM'd Kaylin last night about her video and she replied, and she also commented on a picture that I posted today, and I'm like, should I tell her the video that I'm planning, right, like I'm filming right now? But I haven't told her yet, but I don't know, I think I'm gonna keep it a surprise. Hi friends! So I wanted to do a quick update. Today I went shopping with my boyfriend. I have read, and I've also finished doing the photo recreations for this video. So at the beginning of the video, I did say that I wanted to recreate some of Kaylin's pictures, so I went over to her Instagram and found some pictures that I knew that I could potentially kind of recreate so they looked similar. So I'm gonna put all the pictures on the screen, both Kaylin's and then my version of the picture. I'm sure that you've already seen one of them because I think the thumbnail of this video is going to be that picture, but the first one is she's wearing like this little plaid dress. She has a stack of books and she's looking to the side. So I tried recreating that with a similar dress and a turtleneck, and then obviously tried to recreate the background. It doesn't look exactly the same, but I had fun making this one. I'm pretty sure this one's like my favorite out of all of them. And then I chose two pictures that her face isn't in them, so it's the pictures with the owl mug. So I have a mug, but it's like a fox type of mug, so I did the one of the close-up with the sweater and the pants, and she's holding the mug like by her stomach. So I tried to recreate that picture, and then I also did the little stack of books with the mug on top. And last but not least, I did the picture where she has a book like held open on her lap and she's holding a little witch's brew mug. And I had a mug, I feel like with the lighting you couldn't really tell what the mug said, but on my mug it said 100% that witch, and I thought it was pretty similar. Yeah, those were my photo recreations. I did 4 of them. Those are all up on my Instagram, by the way. If you want to go over there, Naomi's Library, you can check them out. But I want to really quickly go through some things that I bought today when I went out. So first, you guys don't really care about this, so I'm gonna go through it quickly, but I went to Ulta Beauty and I got some hair stuff. So I got my Redken conditioner. This is the best. And then I got the liquid glass from Drybar. And now on to bookish related things. At Barnes & Noble today, I bought The Night Shift by Alex Finlay. I bought this book because this is Sav's book club pick for the Lights Out book club. I felt terrible because Sav is one of my closest friends here on BookTube, and I've never joined her book club because usually she does new releases, and I've been trying to like get most books from the library if it's a book club. And usually the wait is so long that I never get to participate, but this one sounded so good, so I bought it today at Barnes & Noble and I'm really excited to read it. And then off of Amazon, actually, I bought some washi tape because I've been saying for the longest time that I wanted to get some washi tape because I've gotten some things off my Amazon wish list from friends like all of you watching, and I always say that I want to tape the little note that it says who's from. So I've always wanted to tape it inside the book, but I wanted some cute washi tape. So here it is. Oh my god, I hadn't opened this. This is so cute. So we have some washi tape. It looks like a newspaper. Really cute. Some of it looks like just like a script, like lyrics. And last but not least, I was thinking about reading this book for this vlog, but I didn't own it yet. And then I saw it at the bookstore today and I'm like, I'm filming a Kaylin video, so I bought Green Glass House by Kate Milford. I've heard Kaylin talk about this book many times during her videos, so I really did want to read it for this video, but I didn't own it at the time, so I bought it now. Alright, so those are all the things that I bought. I am still reading Spinning Silver by Naomi Novik. It's taken me a little bit to read this because I've been reading a lot of middle grade recently, so I feel like the switch onto like fantasy, this kind of feels like high fantasy but not really, But I will say that I'm living for the vibes. There was kind of like a winter storm here in Cleveland, like yesterday and today. It was snowing, and when I was reading this while it was snowing, it was like a whole vibe. So I'm gonna lay in bed in a few minutes after cleaning my room and probably put like a winter snow ambiance and read this book and hopefully finish this book today because I'm really enjoying it. I feel like I haven't talked too much about my feelings of this book, but I think I've mentioned that this book follows many different POVs. Like last clip that I did, I think I mentioned that it was following like 2 POVs, but at this point in time I think there's been like 5 or 6, and I'm really loving it. Obviously I love hearing from other POVs more than others, but I'm getting really into this book. There's one POV, what is her name? I think it's Miriam. Yeah, I think it's Miriam, and I am sensing enemies to lovers, but I don't know yet. It's like, I don't know. I'm really loving it. I will say that all of the female characters in this book are some of like the best written female characters that I've ever read in any book, and I love that there's like 3 main female characters and they're all kind of working together towards something that I can't really mention, and I'm just really loving it. I feel like it's the perfect time to read this also because it's still winter here. Spring is next weekend, but still winter time at the moment. Yeah, I am 200 pages away from the end. I'm definitely hoping to finish this tonight, and that is the update, and hopefully next time you see me I'm reading Nevermoor. Hi friends, I am once again updating you from the comfort of my bed, but I just finished Spinning Silver by Naomi Novik. It is currently about to be 11 p.m. And I think I read like 200 pages today. I was determined to finish this today, so I did. I am gonna go on Goodreads in a few minutes and give this a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed this book from beginning to end. I do feel like there were some times that it dragged just a little bit. Like I mentioned before, there was a lot of different POVs, but I feel like if the author would have just stuck to like the main 3 characters, I think that it would have been fine enough. But she kept adding and adding like little side characters like POVs, and I think they weren't really necessary in order to tell the story that she wanted to tell. But I feel like that's just me being picky. I feel like as time goes on, like I'm rating this right now, but as time goes on I feel like I'm gonna be thinking about this book a lot, so I think maybe my rating will go up to a 5-star. I love the 3 female main characters. They're awesome, and they're one of like the best written female characters that I've ever read in a book. And also the ending of this book, like the last sentence, like it killed me. I loved it. And yeah, also the romance, I was not expecting to love it as much as I did. I don't want to say too much because I feel like it's a spoiler to say who the romance is like with, I guess, but yeah. But yeah, I loved it. Another really good read picked by Kaylin. Usually I read a graphic novel as I'm falling asleep, so I think right now I'm just gonna start Séance Tea Party, and then tomorrow I'll start The Trials of Morrigan Crow, which will be the last book for this reading vlog. Hey there, so I just finished my last meeting of the day. This is really weird because literally yesterday in my clip I was like, oh, we just kind of had a winter storm and it's perfect timing because I'm reading Spinning Silver, and literally today it's 50 degrees, almost 60, and I'm about to go to the lake for a picnic. So I think last night I updated y'all on Spinning Silver. I finished it, loved it, and then last night I started Séance Tea Party. I'm gonna put the picture on the screen. Started this and actually I think I woke up around 4 in the morning. I've been having a lot of insomnia recently for some reason, so I woke up at 4 and I was like, I'm not doing anything, so let me just continue reading Séance Tea Party. So I finished this around maybe 4:35 in the morning. It was a really quick read and I loved it. Basically, this graphic novel follows this girl who likes really spooky things like seances and witches and all of that spooky stuff, and she meets this ghost that lives in her house. Basically, they become best friends, and basically they teach each other a lot about growing up. And the main theme of the graphic novel is being scared of growing up. I really related to the main character because she has a lot of social anxiety and she has a lot of worries about life. I think she's in around like middle grade, like 6th or 8th grade, like right in the cusp of high school, and she struggles a lot with wanting to continue to do all of these like little kid things but not wanting to grow up like everyone else is around her. So I loved it. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. It was really cute and I really enjoyed it. And now I'm gonna start reading Nevermoor, The Trials of Morrigan Crow. It is currently 4 p.m.-ish. I just finished work, so, and like I said, I'm gonna go on a picnic. So my boyfriend and I are gonna cook dinner and then we're gonna pack it up and we're going to the lake. And it was literally like 15 degrees yesterday and it's super nice out today. So I have this little dress on, I have my little picnic basket on the floor. Last but not least, I know that y'all probably don't care, but I'm not wearing any makeup because I woke up with my eyes like swollen and I've been really like, my arms have been itching a lot, so I thought maybe I had like an allergic reaction to something. So I took some Benadryl and I'm not wearing makeup today just to be safe because I don't really know what caused like my eyes to be swollen like that. And you might be thinking, Naomi, it's probably because you've been up since 4 a.m. but trust me, it's not, because I usually wake up at 3 or 4 in the morning like often, and I've never woken up with my eyes like that. So I think I had an allergic reaction to something, but I don't know what it is, so I'm not wearing makeup just to be safe. Hi friends! So I am currently watching some live readings, friends, and I am reading Nevermoor, Trials of Morrigan Crow. So I totally forgot to update, but yesterday I did say that I was going on a little picnic with my boyfriend and reading, but honestly that completely failed because it was super windy at the lake. So we ended up just eating dinner in the car at the lake, and then I just came home and read. And this morning I actually woke up much earlier than I had to, and then I went to a coffee shop and I got coffee and I sat there for like an hour and I was reading, obviously, Nevermoor. And then I think I totally forgot to mention also that last night I usually read a graphic novel as I'm falling asleep, and my hold for A Silent Voice Volume 2 came in, so I'm reading that. So I did want to give a really quick update on Nevermoor. I don't want to talk for too long because this reading vlog I know is going to be so much longer than it has to be. I am currently on page 300 and I started this yesterday. I am really enjoying it. This is very cute and I think it has a lot of really good commentary. I'm not too sure if it's because I'm Hispanic and I don't know if I'm kind of reading too much into it. But our main character, Morrigan, she is kind of whisked away by this man and his name's Jupiter. And this book, like, so far it seems to be a lot about like found family, and she really wants to stay in this land. She really wants to stay in this land called Nevermoor, and she really wants to get into this society called the Wonder Society, because these people, they treat you like family, like they'll do anything for you, and she's never really had that. But I feel like in the way that I'm reading too much into it, maybe, I don't know if it's because I'm Hispanic and I guess I have those thoughts and I have that lens. But basically Morrigan, when she's whisked away by this man called Jupiter, she goes into Nevermoor, but basically she doesn't have like her papers or whatever, so the police come often to where she's staying, like asking her for her papers and wondering where she's from and all of these things. And it just made me think a lot about like immigration and DACA and all of that here in the US, because I feel like Morrigan, it's already like she has struggled so much, and now she's also going through all of these trials, and they're really hard trials, and like all of the kids are struggling through these trials, but I feel like she has even more of a struggle and a pressure, because if she doesn't go through these trials, she basically doesn't even know if she could even stay in this place, whereas the first place that she's ever felt like she has people and like a family, because where she came from, no one really cared about her, no one really wanted her there. And it's really a lot like the immigration type of story of like coming to a new place to get like for better opportunities and a better future. And I don't know if that's just me reading too much into it, but that's what I'm getting from this also, so I'm really liking it. The next update will definitely be when I finish this. I don't want to make this longer than it has to be, so yeah. So we are at the end of the reading vlog. I'm gonna very briefly talk about my day. I kind of had a poopy day today. So I've actually been up since around 3:30 in the morning. I think I briefly talked about it during this vlog, but I've been suffering from insomnia like really bad recently. So I've been having to wake up like in the middle of the night to use the restroom, and then I get back in bed and I cannot go to sleep. So that happened last night. I woke up at 3:30 a.m. and then I was just up the whole night. And I actually got out of bed at 7 in the morning and I just got ready. I had an interview at 9, so before that I went to Target and I grabbed a couple of things like some chips, tuna, and some skincare things. After that I came back home. I filmed a couple of videos for my internship and I started doing some internship work, and then I read Nevermoor. So obviously I just finished this book like literally about 15 to 20 minutes ago. I just had dinner and now I'm filming this outro. But as of right now, I'm going to be giving this a 4 out of 5 stars. My reading experience with this book was great. I enjoyed every second of it, except like the ending. I feel like it was a little bit predictable, and that is mostly why it's a 4-star and not a 5-star. I was expecting kind of like a bigger twist, but it is middle grade, and I've found in middle grade usually like the twists and the endings are a little predictable, but still I really love and enjoy middle grade because the reading experience for me has become really important, and usually with middle grade the reading experience is always like 10 out of 10. Pretty much the whole book is kind of divided by seasons and all of these trials that our main character has to go through. And yeah, I can't say much else because it'll be spoilery, but I do feel like this was a great starting point for a series. I feel like we learned so many little things from all the characters in this book. It just wasn't really delved into like those little things, so I know, or I hope, that in the second book the author kind of ties all of those things together, and if she does, I know that I'm going to like adore that. So I definitely will be continuing this series. I already looked up the second book and I'm probably gonna start it soon. I did start volume 2 and I finished volume 2 of A Silent Voice last night. Really enjoyed it. Gave that one a 4 out of 5. Yeah, that is it. I feel like this is the first reading vlog that I do that I haven't like hated like at least one book or all of the books. I feel like usually when I do like reading vlogs or like taste test type of videos, I usually don't really enjoy my time doing those. I usually like want to DNF every single book. So this was really successful. I loved every single book that I read in this video, so yeah. I was already watching some of her other videos and picking out some books that she loves, like The Maid and The Green Glass House, and a couple other books that I want to read sometime soon. But yeah, I hope that y'all enjoyed this. I put a lot of work in this video. I hope that you can tell. And I'm actually really proud of this video, so I hope that y'all liked it, and I hope to be doing something like this again soon. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.